So the topic which was pending yesterday was removing duplicates in a data frame. What is removing duplicates? Removing duplicates means identifying and deleting the rows in a data frame that contain the same data as the another row. Data frame that contains the same data as the another row. This ensures that your data set has the unique rows and avoids the repeated entries that might distort your analysis. So, why do duplicates happen? Why do duplicates happen? Data entry errors. Sometimes same records are entered multiple times manually. Data collection issues. Data coming from multiple sources. And in multiple sources, if there is same data, so it can get recorded multiple times. So again, duplicacy can happen. Merging issues. Combining data set can accidentally introduce duplicate rows as well. Yes, that can also happen. So in that case, guys, in that case, how can we handle it? How can we handle those duplicates? So how we are going to do, this is my data set before removing the duplicates. So what is duplicate over here? Just see this. This and this. Exact duplicate, na? Exact duplicate. Order ID is also the same. If order ID was different, then so I can say, okay, the person can have the same name, they can have the same order value as well, but the order ID is also the same. That means it is the same row getting repeated. So I have to identify those duplicate rows with the help of dot duplicated, function. So for that, first of all, create a data frame. So here is a data frame created. Then what I have done, I have got d is equal to df dot duplicated. With the help of this, what will happen? I will show you guys the output. See what it is doing. It is saying the first row, it is not a duplicate. Second row, not a duplicate. Third row, not a duplicate. But for the fourth row, it is saying true. That means this fourth row is a duplicate. And we know it is a duplicate row of which row? First row. So where it will come as true, that means that row is a duplicate row of any other row present already in my data. Is this thing clear, guys? Result will be in Boolean. And now you want to drop it, now you don't have to also put any kind of location and all also. Just put df dot drop duplicate function, print, it will get deleted automatically. That is drop duplicates. Clear, guys?
Ma'am, duplicated and duplicates, everything is same, ma'am.
In duplicated, you will get the Boolean answer. Whatever will be duplicated, that will come as true, otherwise false.
Okay,
and
fine.
In drop duplicates, whatever is duplicate inside your data set, that will get removed. Okay, problem number 9. You're analyzing the customer demographics. The column region has missing values. Replace those missing values with the most frequent reason with the help of mode. What? Just dot mode only we have used, no? Fill any date, reason, and just mode. In place is equals to true. And yesterday only I told you guys, Navya, you guys can use it without the zero. If you want, you can use the zero. That depends upon you. However you want to use it, you guys can use it. Okay, Navya, now what it will do, whatever is present over there, it will just return something like list, tuple, or array. And with the zero, what it will do, if the answer is not coming, it will just pick the first element from that particular list, tuple, or array and will just replace it with that particular part. Okay?
And mode function will fill the data which is repeating the most, right?
Yes, I know that. I agree with that. But now mode function, it comes in another part as well. Mode function is basically here. I agree, it is there. But in Pandas, it is not that powerful. It is powerful in another library. Let me give you guys a name of that library. The name of that library is statistics. Because mode is a statistics part, right? And in SciPy library also it is there. It is also present in SciPy library. It is also present in stats library. So these are 2 or 3 libraries in which this is present, and in that you do not have to give zero at all. Automatically it will work. So It is just like the documentation, how documentation of mode is given in this particular library. Okay?
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Any other question, anyone, guys? Pandas operations. Pandas operations. Manipulating data with apply map function for the element-wise operations and using the conditional logic to modify the data, stacking and unstacking the data. These three things we are going to learn in our part number. Now, manipulating the data with the apply map function for the element-wise operation. First of all, we will do that. Now, what is this apply map? This apply map, guys, it is a pandas function that lets you apply a function to every single element in a data frame. Pandas function that lets you apply a function to every single element in a data frame. To every single element in a data frame. It is used for the element-wise transformations. It is used for the element-wise transformations, meaning it works on each individual cell of the data frame. Meaning it works on each individual cell of a data frame. Okay, do you guys remember the apply function? Do you guys remember the apply function?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So similar kind of thing only we are going to do, but apply function we were using with, we were creating the functions, then user-defined function, then we were applying on some list and all. That was all 1D. But now I'm going to apply on a actual data set. For that, I'm having apply map function. And here, again, you're going to define a function like a built-in function. What you want to do in that. And then with the help of apply map, you will apply that function to each and every element in the data frame. One cell at a time. So let's do the examples for this now, like converting values to string. Imagine you have a data set of product things and you want to convert all numerical dates to the strings. All numerical dates to the string. So let's say this is how the data set looks like. Data frame p.data frame product price and stock laptop mouse keyboard 1050 70 25 150 and 50. This is how the data looks like, let's say. Okay. And now if let's take the data types. Obviously, first one is object, others are what? Integer. Integer. Now apply map. Now apply map to convert all elements to the string. How? You just want to convert them to the string, and string is already a predefined function. And str is already a predefined function. Just put data.apply map str. Done. Your thing is done. Answer is same. But check the data types again. Check the data types again. Give me a second now. Oh, it is string data now. That is what I did the mistake. Everything is object. That means the thing which I wanted that got converted into the string objects which I wanted. It has happened with the help of apply map function. Clear with example number 1? Clear with example number 1?
Ma'am, why we have to convert everything into objects first in apply map?
That is just an example that with the help of this how we can use it. That is just an example.
Okay.
More example. Adding a $sign to prices. Let's say you want to format all numeric values by adding a $sign. Okay, let's take data. This is my data. Again, same only I'm taking. Okay, this is my data. Now what I have to do, I want to apply the $sign in front of price and stock, you can say. How will I do that? Numeric part I want to work now. I don't have any predefined function for that. So what will I do? I will create a user-defined function. So user-defined function, everyone remembers how to create user-defined functions?
Yes, ma'am. Inside the data frame, another data frame of that price.
I'm not asking about filtering. I'm asking about user-defined function. What is user-defined function? How do we create them in Python? That is one way, Subriti. There are other ways as well. I want to know about them as well. There are another ways as well to create the user-defined function. What are they?
If else.
No, that is conditional statements. Can I use lambda? Can I use lambda?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Lambda of x colon x equal to.
Yes. See, go through this code which I have just got over there. I'm zooming in for you guys. Go through this.
Is an integer, right? We are calling it string here.
This dollar sign, how will I add it in front of an integer? Dollar is a string. How will I add it with an integer? I have to convert it into string first, then only it will get concatenated with it. Integer plus string is an error. First we consider.
So we are converting integer to string, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
then we are adding it.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it? Any doubts till this point, anyone?
Ma'am.
Okay.
Hello. Am I
One
audible?
by one, guys, one by one. Yes, Supriti, tell me.
Yeah, so I was asking if we want to add the dollar sign after the integer, so should we write it like lambda x colon then str x plus dollar?
XSTR plus, yes, yes.
Okay.
I wanted in front, so I added dollar first, then that. You can do afterwards as well. Use apply map, guys. First of all, when you want the element-wise transformation, when you need to apply a function to every cell in the data frame, like formatting, converting, or applying calculations to each element. Data cleaning or formatting. Converting all numerical values to strings, formatting text, or applying the conditional changes. Custom operations. When no built-in pandas method exists for the task, and you need a custom function. And when not to, because when you're working on the large data set, apply map will be very slow for very large data frame because it processes each element individually. So it will take a lot of time. And when you're using built-in vectorized function. So if pandas provide a built-in function like str, it is faster and more efficient to use instead of apply map. If you're having anything built in, use that instead of apply map function. Conditional statements.
Yes, ma'am. If else.
If else, yes. Now use conditional logic to modify the data. What is it? Conditional logic to modify the data means changing the values in the data frame based on certain conditions. It's like setting rules of how specific rows or columns should be updated. For example, if the stock level is below 50, mark it as low stock. If the price is greater than 500, apply a discount. Example is labeling the stock levels. You have a data set of products and the stock levels. You want to add a column to label stock levels as low stock if the stock is below 50. Normal if it is between 50 and 100, and high if the stock is above 100. That is what you want to do. So how will you do that? First of all, data frame. Same data frame I'm using again. Now guys, for that, I have to apply the logic.
Ma'am, we are talking about the stock, right, ma'am? We cannot use the same data, right?
The data frame I'm using same, on that I will apply the changes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what we have to do, I want the stock mark I have to do. So, with the help of lambda also, I told you guys how to use if and else. You guys remember? With the help of lambda also, I told you guys how to use if and else. Very good. Then go through this, guys. Go through this and let me know. What about others?
Ma'am, if X is greater than or equal to, else is a high stock, right? If not, X is less than 100.
There are three conditions, Sudha.
Uh-huh.
There are not only two conditions. There are three conditions. First, second, and else is the last one. Or you can say low stock. If low stock, for that, this is the condition. Else the normal stock. Else the normal stock. If this, else high stock. They are
Okay,
having
okay.
three conditions in one statement.
Okay, fine, ma'am, fine.
It is not necessary to use lambda. You guys can use a simple also. Just create create with def. If lambda you guys are not able to do, just create it with def also. That is also fine. Okay, clear? Now, if we will run this, we will be having one more column over there named the stock level. Any doubts in this example, anyone? Actually, whenever you want to apply the changes according to you, then that time you can use apply map. Whenever you are using apply map, you have to create a function or you have to use a predefined function. I'm telling you the scenarios where you can use the user-defined function. Okay. So user-defined function, not necessarily you can use lambda. I'm using lambda for the lesser. But if you want, you guys can just use def also to create whatever is comfortable for you. Is it clear now, Meenakshi? Yes. Now, guys, we are having example number 2, applying the discount. Now, you want to apply a 10% discount to the products priced above $500. Yes, lambda is user defined. Now, here, let's say I will create one more column named as discounted price. On that, just take the price column and just apply lambda function again. 10% discount you want to do, na? Just multiply that column with 0.9. Just multiply that column with 0.9. Only if x is greater than 500, then only 90% value. Otherwise, the same x which was before that will come. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear, everyone? See, now categorizing the products you want. Okay. Categorizing the products. You want to categorize the products based on price. You want to categorize the products based on price. Expensive if the price is above 500 and affordable otherwise. Again. Data expensive, data affordable. Go through this code, guys. Go through this. All of the things we have already done in our previous sessions, just they are getting repeated in a little different way. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree to this point? That we have already done that and we are just repeating them in a different way. See the output. Yes, we are creating two columns, expensive and affordable both. Now let's do one more thing. Let's add the category also at the end. One more column, let's add category. Either you guys can do this, either you guys can just do this category. Go through this as well, guys. Very good. Expensive, affordable. Any doubts till this point, anyone? Any doubts till this point, anyone? Stacking and unstacking the data. Now, what is stacking? Means turning the columns into the rows. It will rearrange the data to make it long and narrow. Like this. which is often useful for the deeper analysis or grouping parts. On the other hand side, what is unstacking? Totally opposite of stacking. It turns rows into the columns, and it will rearrange the data to make it wide and short in this format. Helpful for the comparisons or the summary part. Now, why use them? It will help in reshaping the data to make it suitable for the specific analysis. To make it suitable for the specific analysis. For example, stacking makes it easier to work with the grouped data, and unstacking makes it easier to compare the values across the groups. And now I'm having the original data. Imagine you have sales data for 2 products, laptop and mouse, over 2 years. So let me show you guys the data first. This is my data. City, New York, Los Angeles, laptop sales for 2020, laptop sales for 2021, mouse sales for 2020, and mouse sales for 2021. This is how my data looks like. Okay. First of all, we will start the data. Stacking moves columns into the rows. Stacking moves columns into the rows. On what basis? On what basis I'm going to stack? I am going to stack on the basis of the city. On the basis of city. Just take stack data. Data.set index to what? City. And just put the stack. See, city, New York, and Los Angeles. Everything will come like that. That is your stack function. Any doubts in stack function, anyone? Any doubts in stack function, anyone? So guys, now if it is stacked, so this part, do you guys think it is already unstacked? Do you guys think this original is already unstacked? Do you guys think this part is already unstacked? Yes, yes. So if my data is in this format, what you have to do, you just have to put unstacked function. This is now inside the stacked. This is now inside stacked. Just put unstacked data is equal to stacked data dot unstack. You will get the form of the data set back. That is your unstacked data. That is stacking and unstacking. Any doubts, anyone?
If we use unstack again on this output, will it convert into the stacked data?
Give me a second. Like this, you are saying, no?
Yes.
See, it will get converted like this. It is not at all stacked
Okay.
or unstacked. It is just kind of a pile of the data. But laptop sales for the city is like this. If I will do it again, let's say. See, it will get unstacked. Okay, going to start with our part number 5, Pandas User-Defined Functions. So Pandas user-defined functions using apply and lambda function in Pandas, formatting numbers and applying the conditional logic. So first of all, what is it? Everyone knows now what user-defined function is, but this time we're going to do it in Pandas, which is a custom function. Obviously, we know that is a custom function to perform the specific operation on your data. Now, you can use UDFs. You can use UDFs, user-defined functions, when built-in Pandas functions does not meet your needs. When built-in Pandas functions do not meet your needs. You can think of it like writing your own route. You can think of it like writing your own route. For example, calculate a custom discount, format strings, or apply the special logic. Calculate a custom discount, format strings, or apply the special logic. Now, how to use it? Write the function, define your custom logic using Python's def keyword. Let me just make this also correct. Give me a second. Use a pandas method like dot apply or apply map to apply the function to row column or the individual cells. Same thing which we have done. That thing only we are going to do the same. You want to convert the product's name to uppercase and you want to add a exclamation mark at the end. First of all, what you have to do? Get a data frame. Create a data frame. Data is equals to pd.data frame. That is product, that is price. This is my data frame over there. I want to convert this product name to uppercase and I want to add the exclamation mark. How will I convert this into upper first? Uppercase. How will I convert this into uppercase? Can anyone let me know? Anyone?
Lowercase equal to false.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else?
String uppercase in brackets.
Only upper, Sudha. Not uppercase, only upper. Lower function is there, na? Like that, we are having upper function. Create a user-defined function with def, format strings, just put a name. What you have to return, name dot upper function plus exclamation mark, because it is already a string. You don't have to convert anything over there, right? Now apply this. Date formatted product is equals to data product dot apply the format strings function. And just get this. See, you will get your answer. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear, guys? Categorizing customers based on the spending. Now you have a data set of customers and the total spending. You want to classify each customer into 3 categories based on the spending. So, ma'am, just see this example first and then I will explain that example again, okay? You're having low spender, spending less than 100, medium spender, that is spending between 100 and 500, and high spender, that is spending more than 500. Now, import pandas as PD again. Customer and total spending I have got over there. This is how my data frame looks like. Now guys, here now simplest thing what I can do, I can use lambda also, but here what I will do, I will not use lambda, I will use def. I'll use def. Categorize spending. If spending is less than 100, return low spend. If it is between 100 and 500, return medium spender, else high spend. Now apply it. Spender category, the spending category, this is the new column which I'm adding. Data total spending. This total spending. On that, just apply the categorize spending function and print your data set. You will get the answer. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear, guys? How many remember the apply and the lambda function together? Remember now? So the same thing we are going to do again. Using apply and lambda function in pandas. Apply will let you apply a custom function or logic to rows or columns in the data frame. Useful when you want to apply a specific rule or transformation that is not already built into the pandas. And how to use apply with the lambda now? First of all, because right now you're working on the data frame. So we are having for columns and for rows. For columns, you can apply the transformation to entire column using dot apply. And for the rows, you have to put it with x's is equals to 1. For rows, you have to put it like x's is equals to 1. Okay, so let me just show you guys one example. Let's say you want to clean the messy data. You have a column. You have a column of names with inconsistent formatting like extra space, mixed cases. You want to remove those extra spaces and convert the name to the proper case. Let me show you guys a data frame with that. See, Axis is different for each function. I told you guys before also, na? Axis is different for each. Here, axis is equals to 1 is for row. Here is different. Yes, you are correct, Soumya. That you have to remember where axis is 1 for rows and where it is 0 for rows. That you have to remember function by function. So see, this is the data frame I'm going to work on. Here I'm having John Doe, I'm having Sarah Smith, I'm having Mike. So everything is having a different casing over there, which is not at all looking nice, right? So what I will do, I will just clean that out. How? With the help of lambda and apply. Just take the cleaned name. This is like a new column, data name. That's the column, dot apply. Inside that put lambda, x dot strip. Any kind of extra space will get stripped out. Dot title. What it will do? It will make the first letter, this title function, it will make the first letter as capital and others are small. In title function, what happens? The first letter of the name, that becomes capital and other becomes small. That means lowercase. Similar thing happens after some space also, the similar thing happens. This is your title function. Is it clear, everyone? Removes extra spaces and extra title converts the name to the proper case. Now, formatting the numbers. Now you have a column of prices and you want to add a dollar sign to each price. What will you do?
Apply map. Apply map.
With apply function only you can do. It's not necessary to use apply map. With apply function also you can do. This is what I'm having. The numbers. What you will do, I will just take the formatted prices column this time. I will create a formatted prices column. Data, price, apply lambda, F for float, this dollar sign, X dot 2 means 2 decimal values I want. After this decimal, I want 2 decimal values. And this F again means float. See the answer. This F is for formatting, this F is for the float part. Clear? Clear, guys? Last topic for today's session. Applying conditional logic. You have a column of scores and you want to assign the grades. Simple thing. Again, let me just give you guys the score part first. These are the scores. This is how. These are the scores. This is how my data frame looks like. Now, I just want to assign the grades. with the help of lambda and map. Sorry, lambda and apply. How will I do? I will just create a column named as grade, data score, apply lambda. And I will put the condition. A, if x is greater than 80, else. B, if it is between that, else. C. That part I have already told you how to take. In our previous classes, we have already done that part. So now I will, if it is greater than 80, then B, if it is between 50 and 80. If it is between 50 and 80. Otherwise, if both the conditions are not true, the answer will be C. The answer will be C. With that, your part number 5 is also completed. Any doubts in the whole session now?
Ma'am, where we have to use apply and where we have to use apply map?
Apply when you are using like a very, very small data set. Like this one line. And only with lambda, it will be the best, I would say. And apply map, you can use with lambda, you can use with def, everything. This apply also you guys can use. So basically, now, don't look for the difference here. I would suggest you guys this thing only. Don't look for the difference here. Apply map and apply both you guys can use everywhere. But apply map now, because it has the term map inside it. So if you guys remember the map function, it helps you to apply a specific function to each and every element. So where it is where it comes about each and every element, then use apply, ma'am. If you're working on a single column, then use apply. As simple as.